7 days, one equinox, one fire, and a shift that cannot be undone, one that already lives in your body, whether you consciously feel it or not. Let's walk through everything that happened this week. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Lisa, and this is Science Backed, Soul Supported, The Balance. I want to take you back to Monday for a moment, just 7 days ago. You stepped into this week before the equinox had arrived, before the light had tipped. Maybe you were still carrying something from the week before, the restlessness of the stirring, the mid-March unsettled feeling that belongs to the in-between. And you came here, and I asked you one question. Where in your life have you been overweighted? Some of you had an immediate answer, and some of you sat with it for a day or two before it surfaced. And what I know from the community, from the comments and messages, is that the answer when it came was honest. The honesty is what this whole week was built on. On Tuesday, we talked about why your body has been telling you things your mind hasn't caught up to yet. The vivid dreams, the emotional surges, that strange craving for sunlight and movement and open air. That's not anxiety, that's the quickening. Your pineal gland shifting, your serotonin rising, your cortisol patterns adjusting to the lengthening days. Your body is not malfunctioning. It is exquisitely tuned instrument, and it's responding to the astronomical event. The equinox inventory, breath, belly, heart, jaw, feet, is a practice you can use anytime you need to come back to your body, not to fix anything, just to notice, just to be present with what's actually happening beneath the level of thought. Wednesday was the one that surprised a lot of people, the eye of the hurricane. The idea that the stillness at the center of the storm is not empty. It's a generative. That's what drives everything around it. When you find your center, truly find it, you don't become removed from the chaos of your life. You become its organizing principle. The chaos doesn't go away, you remain. Centering through witness is one of the practices I return to most in my own shamanic work. One step back. And from that step back, I ask, is this mine or am I lost inside this? That question has ended more spirals for me than I can count. And this week, I watched it do the same for hundreds of you. On Thursday, the eve of the equinox, Equinox Eve, we prepared in Celtic, Andean, Vedic, and indigenous American traditions. The evening before a sacred threshold is considered as powerful as the threshold itself, not because of superstition, because of intention. The sacred pause practice are 3 questions about what you're releasing, what quality you want to lead with, and what you're calling in for the next 6 months. It's not manifestation in the trendy sense. It's conscious direction setting. It's telling your attention which shapes your experience, where to go. If you haven't written those 3 questions yet, write them today. The equinox is past, but conscious intention has no expiration date. And then it was Friday, the day the earth stood in perfect balance. I asked you to go outside even for 5 minutes and stand in the sun, close your eyes and say, I receive the light and I hold the dark with equal grace. And Friday night, for those of you that gathered for the despacho ceremony, you know what happened in that fire. Those prayer bundles that we built together, the intentions we placed inside them, the burning, the release, the turning. Andean ceremony is not performance. It is one of the oldest living forms of energetic exchange on this planet. And what was offered to that fire on Friday night, your fears, your longings, your prayers, was received. Saturday asked you to do the most quietly radical thing of the week: receive, not push, not optimize, not immediately turn transformation into a productivity tool. 4-sentence completions. After this week, I feel the thing I most want to carry forward is, the thing I'm choosing to leave behind is, the quality I'm growing into is. These anchors matter. The shift happens in the ceremony. The change lives in the integration. And that integration, the writing, the speaking, the anchoring, is how you make it yours. So here we are, Sunday. The week of balance is complete. You released in the thaw. You survived the chaos of the stirring. And this week you found your center. That's 3 weeks of soil preparation, 3 weeks of making room. And next week, week 4, the bloom, we find out what's going to grow in it. What are you choosing to plant? What are you giving your energy to? What do you want to be true about your life by the end of this spring? Those are the questions of the bloom, and they begin Monday. Subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and turn that bell on. And share the video with someone in your life who needs the equinox more than they knew. If this resonated with you, join me in the Zen community for the deep practice. The links are in the description. Watch next week for the deep practice live on Tuesday evening, March 24th.